Welcome to the What Happens Next YouTube channel. What we're aiming to do with this channel is share content designed to make sure that you're supported through whatever's next in your life. And we'd love to continue to do that. I've got a favour to ask today, and what I'd ask you to do is just subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it really helps us deliver really good quality content on a consistent basis. Thank you, and let's go on to the interview. So I want to make sure that we cover up the 12 motivators. So can you give me the 12 motivators and just a summary of what they might mean?
So there are nine. There are nine motivators.
Nine.
And they sit in what we call three cluster groups. So there is what we call the relationship motivators, which are friends. So as I've just said, friends like to belong. They like to be part of the team. There is the star motivator. They like recognition. They like respect. And then there's the defender motivator, and they seek security, predictability, and stability. And they all sit in what we call a relationship cluster. Now, we also have to remember, we've all got these nine motivators somewhere, Chris. However, they may be a little bit lower down your profile, and nothing wrong with that at all. But again, you've got to ask those questions. Should they be a little bit higher, or are you missing out on relationships because your motivators are, further, your relationship motivators are further down down your map profile. Then we have what we call the achievement motivators, all right? And they are experts. So experts love to learn. They like to develop. Then you've got the director. So again, you've got influence, power, control. And then you've got the builder. And they're sort of the money, the materialistic satisfaction motivators. And they're very much in what we call this present perspective. So what do I need to do now? So that logical head thinking, that timely decision making, very practical, give me the data, the facts, the evidence. So what I find sometimes with those clusters, they can get a little bit stuck and paralyzed because all they want is data constantly, but not necessarily moving it on.
Yeah.
And then the last batch of motivators are what we call the growth motivators. So they're much more futuristic. Where will I be in 5 years' time? They have no problem with change. They like to be in roles where there's a lot of change and a lot of different things for them to be doing. And these motivators are searcher. So the searcher they like to provide something that's worthwhile and like to make a difference. Then you've got the creator. So they like to be innovative, creative, problem solving. And then we've got the spirit, and the spirit likes freedom. They like autonomy. They want to make their own decisions. And the growth motivators really do not like being micromanaged. So, if you can see very quickly that if that's happening with you in an organization, you feel that you're being very much micromanaged, then the higher probability is you will go and search for something else. And that, again, is where I guess the maps help organizations to keep people. We know we've got a huge recruiting problem, nationally. And so how do we keep our staff in that work environment and make sure they're satisfied? And how do we do that if we don't even know what motivates them? So a lot of my companies now, they'll use maps for recruiting. They will use maps for appraisals, so that every year the individual has a motivational map. They will use them for individual development and coaching, and they can use them for team development and coaching. Often I will work with organizations where there is maybe a disalignment between maybe the senior team or the manager and the team. And what I find with maps, because they're a self-inventory, you're making the assessment. Nobody's making an assessment on you. You're answering the questions. It helps people to open up and helps people to have those healthy discussions about where we are, where we need to be, and how do we get there.
Perfect. Absolutely love that.